Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this course in Web Fundamentals. So today we are going to take a look at HTTP. And HTTP is really the language of the internet, and it kind of serves as the bedrock and foundation of everything that we are going to be learning past this point. So it's really important that we get a full understanding of what HTTP is and how it works. So we are going to dive a little bit deeper into that today. So first off, when we say HTTP, we're really talking about the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. But that's an eyes glaze over, leave this video, go away, do something else kind of word. So I'm going to try and break it down in a little bit simpler terms, and then once we have a rudimentary understanding, then we'll dive a little bit more into depth. So let's try to simplify this a little bit. So I want you to imagine that you have a friend at school. And yes, I am going to do the Eli 5 version of this. So imagine yourself back at school, and you and your friend, you have this agreement. And this agreement says that every time that one of you leaves a note at your home door, if that note reads the word ballfoot, that means that you're going to be showing up at the football court at 7 o'clock that same day to play football. Now, this is something that you and your friend have found out together. You made this agreement, so you each know that once you get a note with the word ballfoot on it, you are going to show up and play football. And that works. You and your friend both have this shared understanding. But playing football, just you and your friend, can get pretty boring, so you want to add more people to the game. But if you just go around and start leaving notes on people's doorsteps with the word ballfoot, they are not necessarily going to understand what you mean. So you need to include the people that you want into this shared understanding, this agreement on this form of communication, so that if other people get the note, they also know the meaning of it. So they will also show up when you leave a note to play football. So say you do this with 5 or 6 of your friends, and it works. You go around, you leave notes, you all know what it means, and you meet up and you have a great time. Now, say you're abroad on vacation and you want to play football. The same problem occurs. You can't just go around and start leaving notes around and hope that some people are going to pick up on what it means. You need to tell them about it. But once they know it, they can understand the message and you can get the same result. And that's what's so powerful, because it's all about communication and having this means of communicating across borders, across languages, across countries. It really simplifies our job as web developers. So there's power in understanding each other and making sure that we make things in the same way. And that's what HTTP ensures. It's just a format on how we are sending messages back and forth on the internet. So it's a request and response cycle. What happens is we send out HTTP messages and we receive HTTP messages in return. And these messages contain information about the data that's being transmitted. And that's really all I'm going to say in this video, because I want to kind of go a little bit deeper in the next video and see what an HTTP message looks like and how it's structured. But for now, I just want you to let this sink in a little bit and leave you with this impression of HTTP just being a format of communication and shared understanding, because it is really all about communication, and it applies in your code and it applies to HTTP messages that we send across the internet. So thank you all for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in the next one. We'll dive a little bit deeper into HTTP messages.